All right, so the PGA Tour copied us. At least, I think they did. I'm gonna elaborate more in a second, but I'm not calling them out. I'm not mad at them. I think copying has such a negative connotation, which I'm gonna explain why I don't think it should be such a negative word here in a second. But on October 28th, 2021, Good uploaded a Squid Game meets golf video. The video performed well, and we were all really excited with how it turned out. And then almost a month later, on November 21st, the PGA Tour also uploaded a Squid Game golf video. Obviously, there's no way to prove that the PGA Tour did in fact copy us. I have no idea how the tour's production workflow goes. I don't know when they release videos. They could have shot the video before us and then just released it after with editing. Again, I don't know the schedule. I don't know how it works. It's also not like the idea or anything was super special. Squid Games was popping off and everyone was kind of doing their own rendition of the Squid Games in their niche. But as it sits on YouTube right now, it definitely looks like they copied us. There were a bunch of comments saying Good did it first. It wasn't cool to steal this idea. Give credit to Good. And someone even said they should have flown Good out to be in the video, which I thought was a little crazy. Don't get me wrong. I definitely appreciate you guys having our back in the comment section, but I don't really agree. But again, let me explain. First off, I want to say I 100% agree that credit should always be given. If you've taken big inspiration from anywhere, giving credit is the least you could do, and you should always do it if you can. But to say it wasn't cool to steal the idea is just something that I don't agree with. Copying and getting inspiration from other people is part of what makes YouTube, and it's part of what makes YouTube such a great place and not like traditional mainstream media. I will say a little disclaimer, I probably am a little biased because the only reason I'm now working for Good is because I copied people. I started making videos in 2009 after my uncle showed me Vegas Movie Studio 4. It was a very basic editing platform, but once I started playing around with it and shooting stuff, putting on the computer, I was hooked. So I started to make some silly videos around my house. I even made a tutorial on how to fix a toilet, which I don't think I still have that video. If I could find it, that would be something. But it was pretty much all silly stuff until I saw a YouTube channel, Freddie W, in around 2010. He was making action and VFX videos with his friend Brandon, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever that two random guys could make something that was almost Hollywood level. So I copied them. I made action scenes, muzzle flash tests, laser gun tests, anything to do with After Effects, I learned it. I was so inspired by Freddie W that I didn't really take a second to think about the fact that I was copying. I was just doing, I was just making, I was creating. I didn't even think about it, I just copied, and I just learned how to make the best looking visual effects possible from my home computer. Over the years, it evolved a little bit and I started getting more into 3D animation and I started making things about Minecraft. And then one thing led to another and Minecraft was basically my career. Again, thank you Minecraft, hashtag thank you Minecraft. I haven't said that in a while. If you haven't ever watched this channel before, that's probably a little confusing, but thank you Minecraft. Then a few more years passed and I got a little older and I realized maybe I didn't want to run around a park and pretend like there were Minecraft characters in it for the rest of my life. Right around that time, around I think it was 2015 or 2016, I started watching a guy named Casey Neistat. A lot of you have probably heard of him. He's kind of known as the god of vlogging on YouTube. I watched him and he inspired me like nobody else had to just do what I actually wanted to do and create what I actually wanted to create. And then something similar happened to the first part of the story. I started copying him. And this time I didn't copy him quite as strictly as I did Freddie W. Because I knew After Effects, I mixed in some VFX with my vlogs, but I ended up vlogging for 70 days straight. And at the time, I didn't really have enough self-awareness to even know that I was copying him. I just did it and I just did the work. I didn't overthink it. I just kind of ran with it. The whole vlogging thing was never my full-time daily job. Even while I was doing that, the old Minecraft stuff was still what was paying my bills. So while I was vlogging in around 2017, 2018, around that time, I started making some VFX Instagram content with my friend Amir. When I look back at things and kind of reminisce, those are definitely some of my favorite memories, those trips. I got to go to Hawaii, I got to see Canada. I just got to see so many cool places because of making those videos. And because I made those videos is actually the only reason Garrett answered my DM on Instagram, as I would find out a couple years later down the road. Which again, I feel like I've been drawing this out, but basically someone that Garrett followed me from watching those videos, and that's the only reason he answered my DM. So looking back, it's kind of wild, the butterfly effect and how it all came together. If I wouldn't have copied Freddie W all those years ago, I wouldn't be working for Good. There wouldn't be the Good shot tracers. Like, none of it would have happened if I just wouldn't have copied someone. Which again probably makes me a little biased when I am defending copying people. So long story short, I'm not mad that the PGA Tour copied our Squid Games video. I actually think it's kind of cool. Again, it's hard to know with 100% certainty that they did copy us. It does look like it with the dates that we uploaded, but they could have shot that even before us. And again, it wasn't that novel of an idea, but it's weird to think that they potentially could have copied us, and that just like that's crazy and that's awesome. I do know I am pretty biased again because copying someone led to me figuring out my whole life and career. So drop some comments down below on what you guys think. I don't know. I just feel like as long as credit is given where credit is due, Like I don't have an issue with it. I do get that everyone is different. Those videos I made with Amir, I remember a couple of the ones we made inspired people to make their own version of them. They were kind of like VFX POVs. It was made from the point of view of someone walking around and traveling. Some other people got inspired by that and started making their own. I remember someone made one that won some GoPro award, and Amir was like, not mad, but he was just kind of like upset, like they got to win an award from copying our video. So that was the first time someone had copied me, and it kind of came full circle. So again, at the time, I just thought it was the coolest thing ever that someone like wanted to copy us. For some reason, he didn't think that way. And again, I'm just curious. I want to have some actual discussion in the comments below, just because it's an interesting topic to me. Obviously, you've gotten my stance over the past few minutes, but I just want to kind of round it all up into one final point. It's probably the biggest reason why I make videos now, and I still make videos, is because I want to inspire people, and I want to inspire people to go out and make whatever they want to make, just how I was inspired all those years ago. That is one of the biggest motivators for me to make content. So if you guys have ever been inspired by Good, or even these vlogs, and it makes you want to create golf content, I just go for it and just do it. And don't worry about whether you're copying someone or coming up with some crazy new original idea. Just go for it. Do a hole-in-one challenge, or go out and play golf with your buddies and just upload it to YouTube and see, because again, you never know. If you have any inkling inside of you that you want to go and do that, you just have to try, because again, it's just so weird. If I just wouldn't have picked up a camera that one day all those years ago, I just wouldn't have figured out how much I love doing it. So you never really know until you try to do it. I don't think worrying about copying is a hindrance really in people wanting to start out, but just if for whatever reason it is, I would not worry about it. And it is crazy because I have gotten a few DMs of people saying that they were inspired by Good, and they asked, what camera should I buy to start making golf videos? And just getting those messages means a lot, and I try to respond to everyone. But the biggest thing is, again, you just have to do it, and you just have to send it. And your camera equipment doesn't matter. You can use your phone. I mean, obviously I have all the fancy camera stuff now, but starting out, I had a Sanyo Zacti GH4, and it did record 1080p, and I was editing on a computer with 256 megabytes of RAM. And if you don't know, your phone has way more than that now. So I don't know. Again, it's cool that that's what YouTube is. It's kind of a cyclical nature of someone inspires someone who does this, who does that. Like think of Mr. Beast. Think of who inspired him, and like that's the reason he's making videos today. And now he's inspiring people. And you know, I was inspired by Freddie W, and now I'm making stuff that potentially might inspire you guys to want to go out there and make golf stuff. Again, at this point, I'm kind of rambling on, but essentially the final point is, if you have to start by copying someone, don't be afraid to start. So go do it. Make that golf vlog, make that vlog, make that whatever you want to do. If you're trying to make YouTube your thing, you just got to do it. You got to start. You got to start somewhere. And if copying someone is how that gets started, like, I just don't think there really should be any shame in that. But yeah, so just go do it. Every day counts.
I need all the wins, yeah. Ain't no L's, I gotta get a no call and quits, yeah. Gotta keep on moving no matter how hard it gets.